use your video camera, but please don't take flash photography.
This dramatization is about the incident leading up to and including the first Thanksgiving Day in America. The scene of the first act is in England. It opens with the herald announcing the king's latest decree. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. His Majesty the King orders that all men worship God and the Church of England. Ye heads of home take heed. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, Friends, is it your wish that we return to our homes and tell our families that we set sail for Holland at once? That is our will. We pray that when we have reached the new land, that we may be able to worship God as we think proper and not as we are told. Yes. For 12 years, this group of people called separatists lived peacefully in Holland. The scene of the next act is in Holland. Good morning, Priscilla. Good morning, Patience. How is it with you, remember? Good morning, friends. It is not so well with us, as we had hoped when we set sail from England. Here we worship God in our own way, and near Dutch people are kind. But we pine for English neighbors. We would have our children grow up to be English-speaking people. We would live under our own flag. Well, I have heard that there are English colonies in the new continent of America where people are not molested in their worship of God. Would that we might go there?
Why were you not at the meeting?
It was necessary for me to help a sick neighbor. We're on the way to the meeting now. The meeting is over.
John and George leave by boat in the morning for England to ask those who plan to join us here that we set sail this day for America and ask them to join us in the new country.
Yes. The scene of the third act is in America. The first winter is very harsh. It was terribly cold, and there were not enough supplies of food. Colin had not had time to build adequate shelters before winter conditions set in. Many colonists died that first winter. In the spring, the Wampanoag Indians befriended the Pilgrims and came to their settlement to help them plant wheat as well as corn, beans, pumpkins, and other vegetables. They also taught them ways to hunt and survive in the new land. One special brave's name was Squanto.
Here, Pilgrim, is the way to make your corn grow. You stick 3 fish in each hill and plant in the corn seed. Your corn will grow tall and you have a good crop.
Because of your help, Squanto, our storehouses are full of food from the harvest. Thank you. In the fall of 1621, the crops were ready for harvest. It was said there would be enough food to last the winter. The Pilgrims decided to celebrate by giving a harvest party. They invited the Wampanoag Indians to join.
We have had our trials in the new land, Captain Standish. Our hardships, our sorrows, we have much to be thankful for.
Aye, Governor Bradford. Nowhere in England could we have grown such a crop of corn on 20 acres.
That is true, and such barley. I smell part of those pigs this very minute. Ah, and big picture too, I do believe.
And now, 'tis a busy day in Plymouth town. Think you Chief Massasoit and some of his braves will heed our invitation to join us in the feast of Thanksgiving?
Aye, if you will come, I believe, Governor. The Indians have been very friendly.
Another thing to be thankful for, our cup is indeed full. Shall we see if the tables are properly set up under the trees and meat sticks ready?
Yes.
The scene of the next act is in the kitchen living room of one of the Pilgrim houses. Mistress Brewster is working at one of the tables where food for the feast is being prepared. In a moment, Mistress Winslow hurries in, takes off Kate, and adjusts her apron.
Good day, Mistress Brewster. Good morning to you. And oh, Mistress Winslow, there's still much to do. As long as I'm living in this feast of Thanksgiving takes planning and hustling and labor. How true. Let's see what is finished. The pies are all made, both pumpkin and berry. The tables are laid. The loaves are baking next door. No mistaking. The turkeys need stuffing, and soon, I'm afraid. Good morning, Thanksgiving is here. The busiest morning for us of the year. Remember, Mary, grinds the corn, stones to light. Priscilla, show H nuts for sucking, my dear. The boys were to help us, they're always so slow. The wood has vanished, the water is low. That William, where is he? Good morning. You're busy. There's company coming for dinner, you know. Desire start taking the platters outside. The fruits we have gathered and carefully tried. The grapes and the cherries, the nuts and the berries. I'm thankful the platters are big ones and wide. We all can be thankful this bright autumn morn. For Squanto, who taught the way to plant corn. For rain and for weather and crops. Being together. For finding a homeland where faith is reborn.
They are all working busily when suddenly William, he looks over the food supply. He gets pretty worried.
I say, Mistress Brewster, would we be prepared to feed 20 Indians? Our feast may be shared with 10 or with 20, and there will be plenty. What if there are 30? I think we'll be spared. My Standish thinks maybe a dozen might come. We Pilgrims are 50. That makes quite a lot. But surely there's ample
I'm hoping these dumplings won't sink and be tough.
All are working busily, and in a few moments, the sound of shouting is heard off stage. The women and girls are startled and afraid.
What's that? Someone shouting. How lefty and loud. It may be the Indians. It sounds like a crowd.
Our guests are loving the Indians. I'm striving to count at least 30 blood boils and clouds. Now 40, now 50, now 60.
Don't shout.
Now 70 clapping under the oak tree, and still they keep coming.
My employers are humming. How can we feed so many folks?
80. No, 90. She's mad before too. We figured a dozen. Oh, what shall we do?
We're all in a dither for wits and for withers. Shall we get more turkey, more meat, or more maize?
And they were invited to stay for 3 days. My head is in a turmoil. My mind is in a haze.
We're all in a dither for wits and for withers. Shall we get more turkey, more meat, or more maize?
There's Governor Bradford. He's coming. Poor man. He's probably worried. Let's smile if we can. Dear ladies, I wonder, would it be a blunder to ask you a favor, a slight change of plan? The Indians are eager to help and to share. They want to bring deer meat to add to our fare. But after your labors to feed our good neighbors, I felt I should ask you, dear friends, if you care. They'll handle the roasting. It might be a treat, unless you prefer your own foodstuffs to eat. With Dermy of plenty for feeding times 20.
Indeed, it will make our Thanksgiving complete.
See this bountiful harvest with which God has blessed us?
The great Father takes care of all people, red and white. He's the one that provides our needs.
He is the one who has watched over our people in times where our earth and our living.
Let us give thanks for our many blessings and praise for lasting friendship with our Indian friends. I never dreamed we'd have such good friends come from so far away.
We will dwell in peace with one another.
We are all children of a great Father. Come, take my hand as my friend.
To follow the example of our children, we too take your hand in friendship. May we learn much from each other.